and welcome back to the Knack for Adventure. Literally as soon as I start, dude. Hello and welcome back to the Knack for Adventure YouTube channel. My name is AJ Cutler, and today's video we are going to be making one of my favorite recipes, not only around the holidays, but just in general, and that's green bean casserole. Last year around this time, I did a series on the Knack for Adventure blog called A Very Mushroom Thanksgiving, which was just a bunch of mushroom-based recipes. As someone that considers their diet to be vegan or plant-based, mushrooms have just been an amazing vegetable to go to. Everything from stir fries to tacos to gravies and casseroles, mushrooms have just been. I have some of the ingredients prepped, so let's get to it. Here I have the 4 main ingredients. We have green beans, cremini mushrooms, oat milk, and then onions to fry up and put on top, because that is definitely the best part. Whenever I'm headed to the grocery store, I really try and get as many fresh veggies as possible just to minimize my waste. But one thing about getting fresh veggies is that it does take a little bit more labor and work to get them prepared. So let's start chopping these green beans. For preparing the green beans, I just kind of line them up to the side so that I can cut off the ends. Then I'm going to just cut them in half to make them a little bit more manageable. Sweet. Now we just got the rest of them to do. Next up we have the cremini mushrooms, and we are going to get these diced. I am not a kitchen gadget person, but I seriously use this slap chop every single day. So if you want to get any kitchen gadget in the world, get a slap chop. We've got a good amount of mushrooms chopped up. There's some bigger pieces throughout, which I think is totally fine. I think it makes it have a better texture. So we are going to get these into a pan with some oil and get them sauteed. Next up, we are going to add in some better than bouillon. I love this stuff just because I can make it as strong as I want. And with that, we're just gonna add in a little bit of water. We've got our seasonings. There's a lot of salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of paprika, and then nutritional yeast for the cheesy flavor. It is smelling so good, oh my goodness. As soon as you put those seasonings in there. Now that the mushrooms are pretty much cooked, I'm going to add in the oat milk. It is looking so good as like a cream of mushroom soup. This looks great. The cream of mushroom base is starting to simmer, so now we can start adding in some flour to help thicken it up. We've got our flour, we've got a little whisk. And we'll just do a little bit at a time. It's starting to thicken up, so we're gonna let it simmer for a little bit longer and then pop it in the oven with some green beans. Our green beans in this nice casserole dish. I put a little bit of oil as well as some salt. Now I'm ready to just pour our cream of mushroom soup on top. I really hope that this is satisfying. This already looks way better than I thought it would. Honestly, sometimes when I cook, they're just complete failures. So I'm glad this one is working out and that I'm getting it on video. And now we're ready to just pop this in the oven. While the casserole is in the oven, we're gonna start making the fried onions. Honestly, the past couple times that I've tried to do fried onions, they've definitely been a little bit of a failure. So we'll see how this one goes today. we're going to start by finely chopping the onions. My new Christmas ornament. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now that they're finely chopped, next up is the batter. It's just oat milk with a little bit of apple cider vinegar to mimic buttermilk. Once those have soaked for a little bit, we'll dip them in flour and get them ready to fry. I'd say those look pretty good. Oh, these actually look so good! Wait, these are actually turning out really well. That looks so good, oh my goodness. Right, now we're ready to make a little dish because I'm taking most of this to a Friendsgiving later today. Onions. These are so good. Yeah, I've been eating most of these like potato chips. It's pretty good. Those French onions are so good. I'm glad that I caught this on camera. Ooh, I got a big chunk of mushroom. It's very garlicky, but it's really good. I'm gonna eat this whole platter. It's a little bit chunky, creamy. Overall, pretty good. The green beans are pretty cooked too. This is my breakfast. Now that I've eaten half an onion for breakfast, thanks so much for watching the video and keep on crushing. Honestly, the past couple times I've tried to do fried onions, it's... Stop that, Jojo!